Hey, I'm Raul Esparza, and you're watching the Broadway.com show.
Welcome to the Broadway.com show, your one-stop video guide to the latest news in the theater community, or as we like to think of it, World War Liza with a Z. Let's get this week started with the news. What's the buzz, Paul?
From Justin to Juliet, Justin Guarini is continuing his transition from American Idol also-ran to legit stage star with the announcement that he's joined the cast of Broadway's upcoming Romeo and Juliet in the role of Paris. The formerly mop-headed crooner has already proven his talents with roles in the musicals American Idiot and Women on the Verge of a Nervous Breakdown, but Shakespeare? We're impressed. Romeo and Juliet starts August 24th at the Richard Rodgers Theater.
Sure, there was plenty of news this week, but the most exciting of all is also the most high-flying. Broadway.com's newest backstage video blogger is Wicked star Lindsay Mendez. Fly Girl will give you all the inside scoop about the Green Girl and all her pals backstage at Broadway's Gershwin Theater. If you've ever wanted some serious FaceTime with Alphabet, and who hasn't, now you've got it. You're welcome, Osnes.
Andrew Lloyd Webber's got a new musical and it's set to premiere in London just in time for the holidays. Stephen Ward tells the story of former Secretary of State John Profumo and the infamous and creepy affair with a call girl that destroyed his career. It sounds like a pretty wacky subject for a musical, but then again, this is the guy who turned the story of a basement-dwelling murderer in a mask into a romantic Broadway blockbuster. So do your thing, Lord Lloyd Webber.
Janis Joplin is playing Broadway. Well, sorta. The musical A Night with Janis Joplin will arrive at Broadway's Lyceum Theater this fall. Mary Bridget Davies will recreate her critically acclaimed performance as the rock and blues icon in this concert celebration. Check out Davies and Bobby McGee on The Great White Way beginning September 20th.
Court is now in session for the stage adaptation of John Grisham's best-selling novel A Time to Kill, which will play Broadway's Golden Theater this fall. Tony winner Rupert Holmes has adapted this powerful drama about a murder lawsuit that shakes up a small Mississippi town. And it'll be the first time a Grisham novel takes the Broadway stage. Looks like it's time to start killing for a pair of tickets.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Turner. You're watching the Broadway.com show.
Tony winner Laura Benanti may have left her heart in San Francisco, where she was recently featured in the world premiere of Andrew Lippa's I Am Harvey Milk, but she found some crazy frustration with her hotel neighbor. Laura tweeted, "I am 1 second away from banging on the wall and shouting, 'No one believes you,' to the woman making ridiculous porn noises next door." Oh, come on, Laura. She was just trying to entertain you, make you smile, and give you a real good time. Yes, sir. You can follow this sleep-deprived star at Laura Benanti.
Thumbs up to the next generation of Broadway. The 5th annual National High School Musical Theater Awards were held at the Minskoff Theater Monday night, and we saw dozens of talented Jean Valjeans, Bakers, and Belles that had even the Matilda girls mesmerized. Adorable Cinderella stars Laura Osnes and Santino Fontana hosted the ceremony, and top acting awards went to Sarah Lynn Marion of California for playing Dolly Levi in Hello Dolly, and Connecticut's Taylor Varga, who scored as Finch in How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying. Congratulations and thumbs up to all the nominees and winners for keeping musical theater alive in high schools in America.
Looks like Miss Hannigan's orphanage has a height requirement, and lovable Annie orphans Lowell Crawford, Maddie Ray DiPietro, Georgie James, Juna Jang, and Jaden Young have all gotten too big for the beloved Broadway revival. We'll miss you, ladies. Crawford & Co. depart the production on July 28th, making way for a whole new set of youngsters, including Taylor Richardson and Sadie Sink, who will now share the title role of Annie. In other probably bad Annie news, Cameron Diaz has somehow landed the lead role of Miss Hannigan in Will Gluck's upcoming movie remake. Okay.
Hi, it's me, Clarke Thorell, and you're watching the Broadway.com show.
Speaking of mega-talented kids, we headed to the Jimmy Awards to talk Broadway with the pros. Of course, none of these pros are over the age of 12. We asked the adorable kids of Annie, The Lion King, and Matilda to weigh in on the perks of being a Broadway star. Check out what these experts had to say.
Sometimes celebrities come to the show, like a few days ago Jamie Foxx came, and then Julia Roberts came. So yeah, we get to talk with the celebrities and stuff.
The best celebrity I've ever met, or we ever met, is Kristen Chenoweth. I think that's amazing.
Sometimes, like for late shows, we have to stay up and do the show and everything. So
yeah, so your bedtime gets pushed back because you're on Broadway, right?
Yeah. Probably all these girls, like everyone. They just entertain me so much, and it's so cool to work with all these amazing people, and it's such a great experience. I love the press. I don't know, I love like the red carpets, and I love the interviews like we're doing right now. I love that. I think just having people, recognize you actually, and to see like little girls looking at you as your role model is really incredible.
When glass slippers are custom designed for your own feet, it's pretty much the best thing ever on Broadway.
I have nothing to compare with that. I don't have anything like that.
To celebrate July 4th, we're counting down our 5 favorite all-American musicals from Broadway's past. Just like Apple Pie and The Democratic Process, here are 5 American classics that remind us of the great US of A. At number 5 is West Side Story, the groundbreaking show about urban diversity in working-class New York, in which there's literally an entire song called America. Musical number 4 is The Music Man, a classic slice of Americana about Midwestern townsfolk with a fierce love for Wells Fargo wagons and good old-fashioned marching bands. Number 3 goes to Bye Bye Birdie, an all-American tuner about TV, rock and roll, army drafts, and of course, whatever the matter is with kids these days. Number 2 goes to Ragtime, the powerful tale of a Harlem musician, a Jewish immigrant, and a New York housewife all striving for the American dream. And number 1 is 1776, the patriotic musical about the birth of the nation, as told through the soothing vibratos of our founding fathers. Show these 5 great American musicals some love this Independence Day. What's a good July 4th party without the original Broadway cast recording of Ragtime?
Darren Criss slipping into a pair of heels? Yes, you heard us right. The Glee star recently visited Cinderella and had some behind-the-scenes fun with the musical's headliner, Laura Osnes. Check out the exclusive Bruce Glickus photo of the pair's backstage shenanigans. And who wore it better, Criss or Osnes?
Put your dukes up, because it's Broadway Smackdown time. Last week, we asked you which new musical, based on a Disney classic, you were most psyched for, Aladdin or The Jungle Book? Turns out Broadway fans can't wait to see Aladdin, Princess Jasmine, and that big sassy genie enter the whole new world of Broadway. It beat The Jungle Book with 88% of your votes. Now on to a fresh fight, this one concerning 2 popular TV stars named Zach, about to make their Broadway debuts. Zach Braff, who headlined the popular Scrubs for a remarkable 9 seasons, was just announced as a star of next year's Bullets Over Broadway, based on the Woody Allen movie of the same name. Meanwhile, Zachary Levi of TV's Chuck starts performances in the new romantic comedy First Date on July 9th. So, which Zach are you most excited to see live and in the flesh? Tweet your vote to Broadway.com with the hashtag #BWaySmackdown, and watch next week to find out who came out on top.
This week's star of the week is Mr. Shoe himself, Matthew Morrison. The Glee star is having quite a summer off from the hit Fox show, keeping busy promoting his Broadway-themed album Where It All Began and selling out 54 Below, where he returns for 7 concerts starting July 13th. But he hasn't just been focused on his career. Last week, Morrison popped the question to longtime girlfriend and model Renee Puente, seen here together at the Broadway.com Audience Choice Awards. Sorry, ladies, but this triple threat is now officially taken. Congrats, Matthew.
That's it for this week's episode of the Broadway.com show. But before you go, check out a clip from the red-hot musical Murder Ballad, starring Casey Levy, Will Swenson, Rebecca Naomi Jones, and John Ellison Conley. You've only got 3 weeks to check out the sexy new rock musical off-Broadway at the Union Square Theater. See you next week.
Get my own club, wait and see. I better hear a lot.